Okay, this is audio file number 18 in reference to March 29, 2013 at 9:37 a.m. It's been a while since I listened to the recordings for this date, so I think what I am is on a trolley headed to Old Town to catch bus route 28. You will hear individuals say gang stalk, gang stalker, gang stalking, gang stalk, oh my god, gang stalk, oh my god, once I get on bus route 28. Okay, just listen for it being said in the background, along with the words crazy, weird, and a word that's got the initial CH. dog doing? I ain't seen you in a while. What's that? Oh, were you? How's your dog doing? This is by people who are already on the bus before I just got on it. As soon as I get on the bus, you hear it, and it's constantly repeated. I'm going to rewind it for a second so you can hear me getting off the bus. Now, I forgot what bus I took to get on bus route 28. So, I can't tell you if it was the trolley or bus route 923 that I took to, let's see, what bus was I? I might have took bus number, I can't remember. It was March 29th. Today's August. So, anyways, I'm going to press play and then hit rewind so you can hear me getting on the bus and me saying, let's see if I hear GangStalking on this bus. Then you hear me tap my card because you hear a beep. That's me tapping my bus card. And notice how you hear it right away, and then it's repeated constantly by people who were already on the bus. How did they know I was getting on bus route 28? I think I talked to you one time before. You know what? What's happening?
Nothing much. Because I always tell Mom, don't let sister.
Okay, now you're going to hear GangStalking said real softly, and then, oh my God, right after you hear that beep, alright? That was me tapping my bus card once I got on the bus. When I said what's happening, I was saying what's happening to the bus driver. I was getting my bus card out to tap it, and then right after it's tapped, you're going to hear some person say GangStalking, and then you'll have another one say, oh my God. I'm going to rewind it. Right after you hear that beep, okay, and that's me tapping my card. Right after I say what's happening, I tap my card, you hear the beep, and then you hear it said, GangStalking by a male, and then, oh my God, said by a female. You gotta listen closely. What's happening?
Nothing much. Because I always tell Mom, don't let sister.
How's your dog doing? I ain't seen you in a while. What's that? I was talking to a guy that I've seen before on this bus route. He's a handicapped guy. Oh, were you? How's your dog doing? I think I talked to you one time before, didn't I? Yeah. Yeah, he's the one who's real protective of you, right? Yeah. You tired? Aww. Tired, honey? Aww. You're gonna hear people say gangstalk, gangstalker, gangstalking. Oh my God. You would not believe how much it was said on this bus. Just listen to it. Yeah. On the ground, he runs everybody. Does he really? He does look. One that has one floor. Huh? One that has one floor. Like a year and a half before. No, that's fine. He gets too many of them here time. He looks tired for sure. Oh yeah, he didn't want to get up this morning, but he has work on the body. That's okay. You okay? Aww. What's his name again? Max. Max? Aww, you tired, Max? They'll go home when we get done. Get everything done today. We'll go to bed and I'll have to get them up for the yeah. No, it's okay. It's okay, man. Hey, how old is he? 3 years old in August. No. You just heard a guy say gangstalker. I'm going to rewind it so you can hear it again. I'm talking to this guy about his dog, but listen, it's being said in the background. He just flat out said gangstalker. Listen. So he says it right before I said how old is he. He says gang stalk. Listen, I'm gonna rewind it again.
Yeah.
No. Okay, a woman just said it. Listen.
Oh, it's okay. It's okay, man. Hey, how old is he?
See, he just said it right before I said how old is he. I'm going to rewind it one more time. They're saying gang stalk, gang stalker, and gang stalking, or gang stalking, and then another individual will say, oh my God, before or after it. Okay, I'm going to rewind it so you can hear it again. Right before I say how old is he.
Yeah.
No. Okay, gang stalker and then gang stalking was just said. Gang stalker was said by a male and gang stalking was just said by a female. Just listen.
What's his name again? Max? No, you tired, Max?
They'll go home when we get done. Get everything done today. They'll go to bed and I'll have to get them up for
Yeah. No, it's okay. It's okay, man. Hey, how old is he?
3 years old in August.
No. So how old is that dog yours? 7, 8, 14. Or 7, 14. He's 21 years old then.
He'll be 3 years old at the end of the year.
So he's still a young pup.
I'm having 3 years in August.
That's nice. He's got the cutest little nose.
He likes little dogs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He just said gang stalk back to back again.
He likes to go to bed at night and cuddle over the blanket.
Watch, they'll say it again, gang stalk back to back, or they'll say it with, oh my God.
He likes both people. I take him out of the dog show
This is being said by people that are in the back of the bus. I had my video, I had this tape recorder cuffed in my hand so you couldn't even see it physically. Then I would hold it up to my face like I was touching my nose or my mouth so I could make a discreet personal statement right inside the microphone. So everything that I was stating they couldn't hear because they were in the back of the bus and I was sitting directly in front of the bus. In the very first seat once you get on the bus, that's where I was sitting at. And the guy who was sitting with his dog was sitting right next to me, and the people who were doing it were way back at the beginning, at the back of the bus. This is how I was holding the tape recorder to my mouth as I was making these statements. I was going like this. Let's see if I hear gang stalk. Okay, very discreetly in my holding the tape recorder microphone right up to my mouth, cuffing it with my hand, and then making the statement right inside the microphone, which is right on the top of the tape recorder, and they were sitting way back at the back of the bus doing it. So there's no way they could just be repeating what I might be saying, even though that would be unusual too. But I want you to listen to this. I'm going to rewind this one part where I just got them saying they're saying gang stalking on this bus, and then I said, let's see if they say it again. And as soon as I shut my mouth, they say it again. But you see, they were saying it so much. Just listen. I'm going to rewind that one section. See, they're constantly saying it. They're saying it like right back to back. They're almost not keeping their mouth shut in reference to how much they're saying it in the back of the bus. And on this date, there was at least 4 people on the bus that were involved in it. 2 Vaughn employees. As well.
He just said gang stalk back to back again.
He likes to go to bed at night and cuddle over the blanket.
Watch, they'll say it again, gang stalk back to back, or they'll say it with, oh my God.
He likes both people. I take him out of the dog show
He's shaking.
That's why they have those little carts. That's why moms and uncles are supposed to give them a wagon. Yeah, we're supposed to be the wagon to bring them to the bus stop.
Hey, what's today's date?
Friday, the 29th.
29th?
Yep.
Yeah.
Hey, what time you got? You got a watch?
just got done hearing it again. Now, you just also heard the time, 9:47 a.m. on March 29th, 2013. Now, I made a video prediction before I left that morning, okay? Hold on one second. At this location, okay? When I made the video prediction, I showed a picture of my cell phone, just like you're seeing right now. Alright, I'm going to show you what my cell phone looks like. When I make a video prediction, I'll show a picture of my cell phone which shows the time and the date, as you can see right now. Okay? Now, as I make the video predictions about what I'll experience along my routes, including them having people along my routes to repeat these words and phrases. It's called the direct conversation method of organized stalking, gang stalking tactics of sensitization. It's called sensitization methods, where they get around a target and have people. Well, what they basically do is, as a result of the tracking of a target, they know where a target's at. Then they place people along that target's route to engage in certain behaviors for them to experience. Now, with me, they're getting around me everywhere I go, including even at this area, and repeating gang stalk, or gang stalking, gang stalk, oh my god, weird, crazy, gang stalk, as you just heard. Now, you just heard an individual say it was 9:47 a.m. on March 29, 2013, that being on bus route 28. Okay? Now, I want you to look at this. This right here is an audio file concerning the verbal statements that I was making in the video prediction, because as I was making the video prediction for that morning, my tape recorder was also taping what I was stating as the video was being made. And I'm going to go to that audio file right now, which is audio file number 14. Okay? And it's right there. 3/29/2013 at 6:49 a.m. It's let's see, it's 50 seconds long. As you can see, 0.50 seconds long. Listen to what I state, you'll hear along my routes. You just heard me ask this guy what the date and time was. He said 9:47 a.m. on March 29, 2013. This is showing you, okay, March 29, 2013 at 6:49 a.m. Listen to what I predict I'll hear along my routes for that day, which you just heard at 9:47 a.m. on the other audio file. Listen to what I state I'll hear at this time, 6:49 a.m. Hang on, I gotta turn the speaker on. Oh, hang on a second.
Hey, let's see if I hear gang stalk.
Hold it. I turned the tape recorder on before turning the speaker on. So listen, these are the verbal statements I'm making as I'm making a video prediction at 6:49 a.m. on March 29, 2013. Listen to what I predict I'll hear along my routes. And you just heard it being transferred over to you from audio file number 18. Okay? Which was, the time was, it started at 9:37 in reference to, wait a minute, 9:37, but by the time I got on the bus and then got seated down, and then they started saying around me by people who were already on the bus, it was 9:47. Okay, so I'm going to filter back to audio file 14 when the verbal statements of the video prediction were being recorded on this tape recorder. At 6:49 a.m., it's 50 seconds long. Listen to what I predict I'll hear before I even left this environment to go to where I was going to, and what you just heard was caught once I got to where I was going to.
Okay, let's see if I hear gang stalker being said along any of my routes today concerning where I'm going, especially downtown towards the Hall of Justice or in the Hall of Justice. San Diego, California, with targeted organized gang stalking. They're literally putting people along my routes to mention the name of the crime that's happening to me in my personal life, gang stalking. I'm wearing a digital tape recorder. If it's set around me, the tape recorder should pick it up. And I'm predicting it now, at this time, on this date, at this location. Thank you.
Okay, that was the video. That was just the verbal statements that was made as I was making a video prediction concerning what I would experience along my routes on that date. Okay. Now, audio file number 15, I believe. Oh no, wait. Let me get into. Let's see. At 8:25 a.m. is when I was in, I believe, audio file number. Let's see. 29 folder 2 is when I'm in the Hall of Justice at 8:25 before I got on the bus route, before I went to Old Town to get on the bus route. Okay, so hold on a second. Let's see, audio file number. there's something wrong here. 8:29 a.m. Prediction combined. Folder number, that's wrong folder. Okay, folder number 2 shows the same date, 3/29/2013. This is me inside of the Hall of Justice. Listen to how I'm predicting it inside of the Hall of Justice right before I leave there. I think this is inside the Hall of Justice. Let's see what's on this. At 8:25 a.m. Did you know today's date? The 29th. March 29th? Do you know what time it is? Sorry. 8:30. 8:30? You can see the clock there?
Yeah, 25.
8:25? Thank you. I'm in the business office, 1001, the Hall of Justice. Let's see how often I hear GangStalking being said back to back, combined with possible words of, oh my god, we're crazy. Did you ever have court this morning? Inside the Hall of Justice 20 minutes before I got on that 28 bus route that you just heard at the beginning of this video file. This is inside the Hall of Justice. Do you hear it being said in there? And take note, I predicted it, I'd hear it in there as well. Okay, you're going to be able to hear that I'm in there because of the questions that I asked. Okay, now think about it. I predicted that I'll hear it inside of there. I then leave there, get on the bus, and it's heard on the bus, which you just heard. Listen to this. Do you hear it being said around me inside the Hall of Justice on the same date? Hey, do you know what's going on in here? What's this office for, you know?
This is to check in to see the judge.
Are you serious?
Mm-hmm.
Nice, wasn't it?
Did you sign in?
Yes,
you
I
signed
did.
the paper out.
How do you know
so
so
all
much?
these, because I've been here too many times.
You just get in trouble with the law.
The law likes to find me and say I did something wrong.
Are you serious?
You know, some of us are blessed with a cloud around us.
What that's like.
You poor thing, what happened to you?
Crushed my wrist.
Oh shit.
I have a gift for bizarre injuries.
Take care of yourself. Hey, did you know that they got a phone out right now that's called the iBrain?
Oh God.
Have you ever heard of it? Have you ever heard of it?
I hate these.
Have you ever heard of it?
No.
Alright, so, did you get Google in it?
Yeah, on this one?
Yeah.
Yeah.
When you get a chance, Google iBrain.
iBrain?
iBrain. You know what it is? Do you have an idea? It's where the phone actually interfaces with your brain. Seriously. Once you Google it, you'll be able to see what I'm telling you.
It starts to read what you want?
No, it reads your thoughts and then uploads them to a computer based on the resonance frequency of each EEG spike.
Okay.
Seriously.
No, I get it.
And as a result of each word being different in reference to the frequency of each EEG spike pertaining to each word, it reads it from the phone, monitor of the phone that's using it's interfacing with your brain magnetically. Okay? Then it uploads those thoughts into a computer. Now, if somebody had a computer and they were able to transmit EEGs into your head, where do you think you'd go? Maybe where they want to direct you? You gotta look at the iBrain.
I know what you're saying. I do holistic health.
Do you really?
Yeah.
Hey, let me ask you a question. What's good for the immune system?
Vitamin C?
Alright, I'm going to interrupt that just for a second to show you that this technology is already it's already developed. This right here is a poster from UCSD, okay, in reference to a conference that's going to happen next month. Okay, and there's UCSD's stamp showing that's where this came from and where the conference is going to be held at. The Salk Institute, which is on UCSD property, and you can see their insignia right there. And it's basically talking about how they're studying to map the brain. They've already, the government and the military has already done it. All right. So, anyways, all right. Getting back to this. You already heard me predict that I would hear gang stalking being said inside while I'm in the Hall of Justice, and you can tell I'm in their business office. I just got done asking them. Okay. So what's the likelihood of me predicting I'd hear it in there? I then leave there and get on a bus, and it's said on by people that are already on the bus. How did they know I was getting on that bus route? How did they know?
Zinc, beryllium, all the minerals.
Seriously?
Chelated minerals.
It's vitamin B, zinc, and what else? Vitamin C?
Vitamin C.
Vitamin C. I gotta write that down.
Chelated minerals.
Make a mental note of it. I should stop smoking, but I
Look
can't.
up Dr. Oz.
Dr. Oz?
And they will. He's got all the answers.
What's good for fibromyalgia?
Minerals. Chelated minerals. And hug.
Hey, you know,
More often. Getting hugs.
you should YouTube Fred Bell. He's in Dr. Fred Bell.
There's like about 10 of those on the planet.
What?
The right boyfriend.
Yeah, I think I've twins around.
You're doing it right back there.
I mean, this one, he's met most of my family still around, so gotta count for something. Most of them, because of the hills, I think meet my
As long
family.
as you didn't crush your wrist because of him.
Actually, that's funny because he's so big. The minute people like see us together and they look at my wrist and they look at him, he's like, I didn't do it. Like, he's 6'5". And I'm like 5'5".
Okay, you just heard two separate people say gang stalking, and then, oh my God, listen, it's being said in the background. Just listen. I'm going to rewind it.
And they look at my wrist and they look at him, he's like, I didn't do it. Like,